Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now.
But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down and you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up. You sort of put a mask on your face when you come to school and pretend that everything's okay when it's not, and you go home and lay in your bed when no one's looking at you and you don't have to impress anybody and you're yourself. And fear comes in. You know the fear that you have as soon as you walk into the doors of your house. Maybe there's a broken home. Maybe you have doubt in your life. Maybe you don't know for sure what's going to be happening in the future and it scares you. Maybe you're worried about what people think of you, what people say about you. Just that fear paralyzes you. And I just want to ask you today, do you think you have hope?
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
I'm down here, face down, and I have no arms, no legs. It should be impossible for me to get back up. It should be impossible for me to get back up, but it's not. You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. If I fail, I try again, and again, and again. For as long as I try, there's always a chance of getting up.
You'll find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. I said to you today that there's some of you, if you give up your cell phone, you will be successful. Some of you need to give up your cell phone because the time you spend on your cell phone could be used for your success. The time you could be using to be successful, you're using it on the cell. And the cell phone is not bringing you nothing but a bill. Very often you're getting what you're asking for. You're just not aware of how general you're asking. Clarity is power. The more clear you are about exactly what it is you want, the more your brain knows how to get there. Your brain is a servo mechanism. If you don't know exactly what you want, or you let yourself get beyond that to something general, you're not going to achieve it. Clarity is power. You got to know the specific result you're after. What do you want? If you can't answer that question right now in your personal life, in your body, in your relationships, in your finances, in your spirituality, then you're not going to be as fulfilled as you want to be. See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there at a low level. But it calls on everything in you, ladies and gentlemen. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself. Sometimes I have to pull myself out of bed and say, come on, Les. Things I know I should do, I don't do. Things I shouldn't do, I do. I found that the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions. Immortality.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college. But it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. God, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
My goodness, man. Drop some sevens in the chat, guys, if you felt that video. Drop some sevens in the chat, guys, if you felt the video. You know, every morning when I wake up, one of the first things I do is I watch probably 3 or 4 of these videos every morning. People always say, well, you know, how are successful people successful? And it's all about the things you start your day with. Just like you start your morning with breakfast, sometimes we have to break that mental fast and put some positive things in our head, right? That's really the first thing I do when I sit down after, you know, washing my face and brushing my teeth. One of the first things I do is go into that ritual. And I just urge you guys to find something that's a source that allows you to tap in so you can actually build that burning desire to keep that pilot light internally burning at a super, super high level, guys. And, you know, that's one of the things I love to do. Those videos are real strong. I love trying to find, sort out through them during the week, see what's going to help raise the hairs up on your arms and give you guys that good content, man. But I see we have tons of people on the call today. This is a special day, Locker Room Tuesday. And I want to welcome everyone on the call. So we got people chiming in from all around the world. I want to welcome all of our guests today, all the people chiming in, and let you guys know we're super appreciative of everything you guys do out there building your business and going out there really attacking your goals and dreams. So, hey, what's up, Dwayne Lodge? I love when our chairmen chime in. So guys, today is a special day. We have a special guest is going to be on the call today, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions that may kind of give you guys some good insight to where we are, not only as a company, but just the type of mindset that one needs to be a part of that 1% club. And, you know, when I think about this gentleman, I always think about the Lion, you know, because I think he's, you know, probably one of the best, you know, business coaches that you can see. And Chris, this video is for you, man. When I introduced you, when I saw this, I said, this reminds me so much of Christopher Terry and some of the things we've gone through in the company. Pay attention to this short video. It's only 2 minutes long.
Absolutely.
This lion is the king of the jungle. Huge mane out there. He's laying down under a tree in the middle of Africa. He's so big. He's so hot. He doesn't want to move. Now, the other animals, they notice this. They start to move in. Hyenas. Barking at him, laughing at him. They get closer and closer and bolder. Till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody. Eats everything in his path. Every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is. It's too late to be scared. Don't beat him. Kick his ass.
I love that video, guys. That is a strong video right there. So listen, guys, I'm gonna do real quick is bring on my good friend, awesome business partner of mine. And I want you guys to drop some sevens in the chat for our CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry. Let's go, let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up? There we are. How's my family? How is my family?
I am the light, I am the cold, yeah, yeah.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, buddy? What's up?
Good to see you.
So good to see you. Good to see all the beautiful faces here today.
Yeah, you look real
Man,
young right now.
I'm just hanging out somewhere in the world, but I know one thing for sure. There's oceans. Oh, you guys want to see some stuff right here?
I know where you're at.
I want us to have some of the same freedoms that a lot of us have who've done things a little differently. And the difference between you and me is time. There's nothing else. There's time. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I am not good without my hats.
You gonna put on the Bossellini?
Well, I'm not sure. I got this. Or I got this right here. Okay, hold on a second. Let me tell you something, guys and girls. I don't go anywhere. I don't do nothing unless I got my hats working.
I know that's right.
So,
oh,
got that
hurt.
one. No, I know what I'm doing. As Meek Mill says, hold on, wait a minute. There we go.
Okay. Hey, listen, the video I showed, the reason why, it reminds me so much of you. First off, I want to say thank you to you and ISIS, man, for the company you guys have put together, the friendship. We got started with this thing, man. And I remember when you called me from the Amalfi Coast, and you were like, hey, Lawrence, I'm thinking about starting a trading company. And, I'll say, man, it's crazy. It's just crazy how much time has gone by. And, Tamara and I, we celebrate 5 years of being involved with this company. Because actually this month is a month we really started to build I Am Mastery Academy.
Wow.
It's crazy going through all the trials and tribulations that our company's gone through. And the reason why that video reminded me a lot of you is because we see what goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. But you fight, man, like a lion. You don't let any, I've seen companies try to attack you. I've seen people try to attack your character, and you always come out, man, on top and land on your feet. And you have that doggy dog mentality, man. And I just love that about you, man, your tenacity as a business person.
Yeah, there was been companies in the past that come at me, and of course they want to come at Chris Terry, right? And I kind of tell them all, don't pick that fight. It's not fair. It's not fair if you pick the fight, because although you think you have a big mouth and you're trying to take a huge chunk, the fact is you're not even a mouse. I'm a bear, and your big mouth doesn't even fit on the tip of my nose. So it's not even a mosquito bite. And every time somebody tries, they're out. The economy, FTX, XTX, all of them. Now, I heard the latest one, BE. They're on the way out. I already know they're on the way out.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Oh, trust me, buddy. You're going to hear some really good stuff in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
You know, that the Tradera comes and goes, the Epics come and go. Who cares? Listen, I am the biggest trader in my company, in our company, and I take all the traders, all the educators, all these other companies combined. They don't make what I make in a month in trading, in a whole year. Matter of fact, in a whole career. Okay, my own hands. Do not put this out there. What I'm saying is not for marketing. I did almost 100 megs in 18 months on my own work. So we don't have to bow down to nobody. We got the best products, the best services, the best educators, the best leadership, period, hands down. Come on. I was
You know,
one of the
one of
biggest
the things,
traders in the planet before I started this company. Now we got hundreds of educators, thousands of people trading, major money. We got some people making some severe dollars. I've seen some accounts, it blows me away, and I'm really proud.
you know, one of the things you just said made a lot of sense. And, you know, guys, when you're out here talking about the business, I Am Mastery Academy, you know, as a professional, you got to understand the competition. And, you know, one thing I respect about what you have done, Chris, is you weren't just one of those people when you started I Am Mastery Academy. You weren't like one of these guys that you see now who has a hot compensation plan. You say, you know what, let me infuse Forex into this comp plan. And that's my philosophy. See, our philosophy is you're a trader. That's what you are. That's who you be. That's for your DNA. And then you infuse that, your passion, with a comp plan attached to it. So when you guys hear about these other companies out here and you hear about one that's cheaper, this, that, and other, just know that the whole philosophy is totally different. And that's why I Am Mastery Academy thrives the way it does. And you know, I can't thank you, Chris, because you've been such a visionary in far as putting this together. And, you know, you want to talk a little bit about, I know I want to talk to you guys about, you know, overcoming adversity and things like that. You want to talk a little bit about adversity, Chris, some of the things you've gone through in your life to, you know, to make you stronger?
I think let's just start this off and take it in the direction of wherever it goes, you know? And definitely, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about overcoming to become. But I want to start and say, in 2012, I came up with this crazy concept of trading and network marketing. I was actually in the Amalfi Coast. I was in Positano, no, Sorrento, actually. And it just came to me, you know, learn and earn. So I called Lawrence up. I'm like, Lawrence, we got this. Network marketing. He's like, my man, I'm busy. I got shit going on. So it wasn't until a couple of years later where he joined and has built a tremendous, tremendous business. He has tons of great leaders below him. And, you know, Lawrence he's an OG, man. He's been with me since day one. And I truly respect and love him and his wife. And Tamara, I know, happy anniversary on Rich Girls Trade. I know that's your brand. And, you know, you started that thing, and I'm really proud of you and I'm grateful. But, you know, there's certain people in the company that are, you know, family to me. You know, in Lawrence's group, you have the Chinas and Jules and on and on. These guys are my family, all of you, you know. As, you know, I'm on calls all the time, and I you know, I hope in the future I could be invited back, maybe every few months if you want. We can talk about different things, different ideas. And adversity, overcoming adversity. Well, I have to be honest with you. If you come from the mindset, the thoughts that you're struggling, yeah, you are. You're struggling. If you come from the thoughts that, man, I'm having a tough time with this thing, you're right. You're having a tough time with this thing. What? You know, you think you're going to be successful talking about the struggle? That's for lyrics in the music. That's a big and small thing. You know, in the struggle. That's not reality. If you want to be a success, you can't talk about the struggle. The devil and God can't live in the same place. Good and bad can't reside in the same location. The sun and the moon can't reside at the same time, right? Period. End of story. You know, if a room is completely lit, and you take away the light switches and the light bulb is there, What can you bring into that room to make it dark? Absolutely nothing. Now, if there's no light in the room, darkness, you bring a candle into that room and you can see everything. The fact is, depending on your mindset, if your mind is saying, I'm a success, I'm a winner, I'll do whatever it takes, I will pay the price, there's no room for darkness. But if you're like, well, I don't know, I got these bills, my wife, my dog, I gotta work, you're right. You will stay there. But until somebody brings light into your darkness, you're gonna stay in that mud. So let's think about it. You can't, they say in the Bible, a seed of faith can remove a mountain. What it's really saying is if you have a seed of faith, you can do anything. But what it's not saying is if you have a seed of doubt, you can't do anything. So when you talk about overcoming adversities, and if you claim to have an adversity, yes, you do. You got to claim what you want. I'm not going to try to claim to be something I'm not. I had met some famous basketball player recently. The guy's 17 feet tall. I can't claim to be a basketball player. I'm not. That's not what I do, but I can claim to be successful. That's what I do. I do success. I don't do failure, And if we look in history, the Roman army, they took over the world. They started out with an idea. They built a whole structure. They went from city to city, to country to country to country to country, to continent, taking over the world. But the one thing they didn't plan on is a Chris Terry. They didn't plan on the Germans, the barbarians, the savages. You see, they didn't plan on that. And when these savages came, they had nothing to lose and only to gain. What did they do? They attacked at so many different levels. They weren't thought out. They weren't planned. They weren't organized like the Roman Empire, coming in with the troops 50 wide, 100 deep. They came in from all angles, from the trees, from under the ground, with spears and rocks, and they destroyed the Roman Empire. They came and they took the emperor and took him out, and they were in charge. The fact is, if you don't act like a savage, you're gonna be eaten. Like that lion is a savage, right? He's a savage. And these little neophyte jackals running around him. He had nowhere to go. Attack. So these jackals, these well-organized jackals running through and running over and taking all the zebras and the other animal horses and the chickens or whatever, they're organized. But then they effed with a savage, a lion. And the lion sat there going, come on, let's do this. Like every other company who tries to set up in business and tries to talk about Chris Terry. And I become a freaking savage. Become a savage. So I want everybody to type in, I am savage. Let me see it. Let me see it. I am savage. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel good?
Let's go.
I am savage. That feels real good. Now, here's the problem. If you put this video on Instagram, apparently Instagram doesn't like savage. So they may delete your account. So it happened to Jewel Tankard.
Oh, wow.
Last week we did a meeting. I started with this I am savage stuff. And she goes, Chris, I put I am savage video and Instagram suspended my account. There's a lot of political, there's a lot of racial, there's a lot of different tensions out there. So it's like, you can't really say anything. The Washington Redskins, the Indians got mad, So apparently, if you say savage on Instagram, it affects some type of group somewhere in the world that they band together and said, you can't say savage. So, but I could do it, right? As long as it's not on Instagram. But
That's right.
you have to put yourself in a savage mindset that you're going to overtake the Roman Empire, that you're going to overtake the big ones. Look at us. Last year, almost 600 million in sales. Look at us. 500, not 600. Look at us. Almost 500 million in sales last year. From nothing, from a stupid idea. I was in Sorrento, Italy in 2012. You know, and I said, oh, I'm going to start this thing. It's going to be fun. Network marketing is fun. You know, so if you notice, I've been talking about overcoming adversities. You got to change your mindset. Okay. You got to change your mindset to you are a freaking savage. Not that you're being eaten. You know, too many times, you know, I'll talk about this a little bit, and then I'll get on to what I wanted to talk about. If you walk into a neighborhood that you're not comfortable with, okay, if you walk into a neighborhood that you're not comfortable with, guys, something inside you says, man up, all right? Any area in America. Obviously, we don't go to rich neighborhoods and you want to man up, right? Because they're not the, you know, a little bit soft over there. But I'm saying in the neighborhoods. I'm from the Bronx originally. I go anywhere in the world, I really don't care. Like some of the craziest places in Peru, Argentina, you know, I went out to California recently, was in Compton. It's a neighborhood. It's like anything else, but I've been in some savage neighborhoods in some of these Latin American countries in Europe. It's scary. So whenever I'm out, my whole body goes into this tension that I'm ready. And there's something called hysterical strength. You may have heard this, where they say, like, for instance, if a woman, you know, something falls on a toilet baby and a woman picks it up, or you could stop a car, you know, you can push a car.
Mhm.
You get strength that you're not necessarily ever had before. But you have the strength, you just never tap that button.
Right.
Put enough fear in your body, trust me. If you're getting attacked by 4 or 5 people, you're gonna find the strength. You're gonna find the strength to that hysterical strength, to have strength you never had before. Lawrence, let some guy come at your wife and they'll see how strong you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll turn into a hope.
Exactly. So you go to a whole nother level of strength. And you know, I started this IM Mastery Academy, IML, back in the day, Markets Live, and I thought it was fun. You know, I'm a street guy. I became successful trading. I had a great reputation in the industry. Spoke at major events because of my success. Great network marketing is fun. I was in Amway. All I have to do is talk to some people, and then they come out of the woodwork wanting to attack, wanting to, you know, dominate. And it's like, holy crap! There's a dark side. There's a serious dark side. There's the other side that doesn't want you to succeed. Like I said, good and bad can't live in the same home. And back then, in 2013, I launched this thing. Before you know, in 2014, I'm getting attacked by 3 other companies. I'm like, holy crap, I didn't do anything wrong, you know? I just do my own thing. And 2016 comes along, 15, 16, we got bigger and bigger. And, you know, we're getting slapped left and right. You know, but you're always going to get that. But the one thing that kept us alive and well is I got this hysterical strength, a level of strength I never had before. I had to dig deep inside me. And I had to become a savage. Take a man with nothing to lose. And trust me, I had fortunes to lose. Okay? But in my mind, I had nothing to lose. I am all in. I had this hysterical strength of success, and I'm a savage. Anybody ever says anything about what?
see, one of the things, back then when you started around 2016, and I remember you told me, so, I don't know a lot about network marketing, right? You were like, I'm a trader, but I don't know a lot about networking right now. One of the things I love is your evolution is, back then when we used to talk, almost every day about things with the company, and, me giving you some consult on, hey, you should do this, you should do that. And, I'm really glad you listened to a lot of different things,
Absolutely.
man, because I knew a little bit more than you in that particular space. And I remember the late night calls and, hey man, sharpen this up, don't say this, don't say that. And to see where you've gone now, I mean, your evolution, man, it's just so dope, man. The savage is an absolute, perfect
Yeah.
word for it.
Lawrence and I used to talk all the time. Then the company blew up. He got busy. I got busy. We don't talk as much anymore. We chat, but I didn't know anything about network marketing. I didn't even make it an Amway. I couldn't even sponsor anybody. I was an Amway. I couldn't even sponsor anybody. I had everybody, got them to a meeting, and then they said, "In this company's Amway." They ran out the door every time, Or
But I believed in you. I believed in you. That's why I decided to lock arms with you and stay
yeah, I
around this
mean,
thing. I just believed in you.
the intention was right. The intention was right because we wanted to help people get free. To be successful in life, you got to find a solution to the problem. If you don't know the problem, you don't know the solution. That's why our competitors don't get it. And I'm sorry, we don't have any competitors. It's embarrassing to say that they're competitors, but let's just say. But we know the answer to the question before the question's asked. You see, we came out from good intention. We knew the problem. I had a solution to the problem. I had the ability to take somebody, anyone from anywhere in the world, give them an iPhone or Samsung, teach them how to trade, and watch them create cash flow from their office, from their job, from their car, sitting in traffic, on vacation. We basically made everybody instantly global on the network marketing side. Because it's a digital product, because it's trading. Let's think about it. You take on these stupid product companies. They're going to take forever to get their products. Now look at them. COVID got you, right? But us, it doesn't matter. Click a button. You press a button. You have a partner in India. Press a button. You have a partner in Detroit. Press a button. You have somebody new in China. We just launched China. Okay? Think about it. We have the best thing that's ever existed in the past 1,000 years. I knew this going in. That we had the best thing that's ever existed. If I can marry network marketing and trading together and get that right, the whole world uses money. The whole world needs money. The whole world wants to create money from money. The whole world wants to beat the banks. F the banks. When I first started, my whole thing was F the banks. Be the bank.
Right.
So again, it goes down to the adversity side. If you're having struggles in trading and you're in your mindset that the market's bigger than you, that you're having struggles, you can't figure this out, you are correct. Listen to what the videos that came before us, before I got on, was Muhammad Ali. You say how great I am. I used to talk about being the greatest trader of all time. I'm faster. I'll turn the computer on before they touch the button. I used to have that mindset, that mentality, that Muhammad Ali mentality. Have the will and the skill, but the will has to outdo the skill. Okay? Where Muhammad Ali used to dance in the ring before the fight. Okay? He used to fight the fight before he even got on the ring. And when it came down to him and Foreman, what happened? Foreman was this big, giant dude with these big club-a-lang arms.
Right.
And they were telling Ali in the back room, they were telling him, Ali, this ain't your fight. Don't do it. And Ali's like, I'm going to knock him out. I got this. So Ali got out there and realized this guy's going to assassinate him if he got to his head. So what he did was he covered himself the whole time and he kept locking Foreman up with that rope dope. And he wore him out. He worked. It's because his mind. He didn't have failure in there. He didn't have any adversity. Foreman wasn't his adversary. Foreman was his prey because Ali was a savage. But because he's a savage, he didn't have to reveal the fact that he was a savage. He came in cold and calculating, fight. And then when it was time, Ali unleashed on him and fell the Roman Empire. You follow?
Yes.
So we want to have that mindset. You're not going to walk around with your teeth hanging out with crazy hair and a hatchet. You
know,
have to be a.
One of the things goes back to what you're saying about the savage mentality. I remember back when we went through our major pullback, you know what I'm talking about. And, you know, we had a lot of issues. One of the things you said to me that made me really just say, you know, my flag is flat out planted is you was like, I've got money, but I'm not going anywhere. You know, everybody can leave, but I'm not going anywhere. And I was telling, you know, when we were on the phone with Dr. Jewel, Dr. China, Tamara, and I forget the other person, I think it was Richard at the time. And I was like, look, if this guy is already wealthy and he's saying he's not going to quit, then that means his mission is bigger than money. And I said, nah, that's the kind of guy I could roll with. And that's when I called you and said, listen,
It's
man,
funny.
Anyway.
Actually, I used to say that my meetings were like this, guys and girls, where if somebody wants to quit, you're like, no, let me tell you, you know what, maybe I can help you pay next month. You know, just give me another chance. You know, don't quit. Please come back. Come back. Please don't leave. Please, I'll come to you. Oh, I love you so much.
Right. Times have changed.
You know what I told everybody? You all can quit. I'm still going to build $1 billion company.
Right.
I'm not going anywhere. You want to quit, go somewhere else. I'll put them out of business. You'll come back.
But you know what's funny, Chris, is that all the people who did end up coming back anyway because of what you put
Exactly.
together. Yeah, so
Look at Spieler and Steve Hooley, right? They went to this other company, FXC, and they're all attacking. I turned around and went after the FXC. Remember them?
Yep.
So I went on Instagram. This is the facts. This is the truth. I went on Instagram. I messaged the guy, Paul, I think his name was, and I said, you know, my brother, I love you. I said, I respect you. He was in our company.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, I love you, man. I said, you know, whatever I can do to help you build your business, let me know. Now, they were attacking us. I said, because right now, all your people, all your top guys are talking to me behind the scenes, and I don't want them to hurt you. I was lying to them. I got in his head. And he's like, yeah, I've been going through some struggle with the product and this and that. And I was like, yeah, I know. I got him on the phone and said, why don't you come in, bring your programmer, you know, bring your top guys, come on in, let's talk. He came to Vegas. The idiot comes to Vegas with his partners and his programmer. This is the honest to God truth. I was with Jason Brown. I was with, I forgot one other person. And we're all sitting in a meeting at the Aria, at Javier's at the Aria. And the guy said, the programmer says, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, you know what? Let's go together. I went to the bathroom and said, how much you making? He's like, 5,000 a month. I said, I'll triple it. I said, I'll give you a per head deal. He's like, what? I said, what's your contract? How much time? He goes, I don't really have a contract. I said, good. I'll give you a real contract, which means I'll lock in forever. I said, I'll pay you 3 times what you're making. The dude went out there, everything was good. The next day he quit, he came to us. I stopped all their products. That's why they went out of business. I can give you company after company after company. I realized I had my back against the wall. I went at them directly, made him a friend, then went out his programmer. I took him. Steve Hooley was our top programmer. And then Spieler came and all the other ones because they had no products. They had no products. How can you fight me if you got no products? They have one product. I took it. You know? So
Savage.
You're always going to be attacked by somebody. You're always going to be attacked somewhere. But you have to decide where your strength is coming from. So let's think about this. I brought a bottle of water here to show you something. This bottle of water, right? Nice and soft. You know, I could put my finger in here, no problem. If this was ice, I couldn't do that, right? And water is so interesting because your body is 98% water. But if water could change and you're smarter than water, why can't you change the same as water? So let's think about this. If I put water in a freezer, within an hour, it's frozen. It's changed the state of its energy. It literally changed the state of its current energy and became ice. Now, if I took that same water and I put it in a hot area, if I put some flames at the bottom enough that it doesn't bust the glass, the steam's going to come out the top, it's going to evaporate. It changes energy. It's still in the universe. However, the energy is changing and separated. Well, let's think about this a step further. We all go, just picture the Golden Gate Bridge, the George Washington Bridge, the bridge that goes from Detroit to Canada, whatever it may be. If somebody was to jump off that bridge, they're going to die. Okay? But let's picture you and me. We're hanging out. We're doing a little mentoring session. We're underneath the bridge. We have our life vest on. I got my crazy hat. You have duck flippers. And we're underneath the bridge. We're looking up, and somebody's up there going, I'm going to jump. Come on down, man. The water's fine. It's nice. It's beautiful. 75-degree water. Come on down. He jumps. And he lands 10 feet from us and dies. Because the water instantaneously changes energy from nice and soft, and he's only 10 feet away, to a plate of steel. The water transmutated from one form to another instantaneously on impact. It changed. Look at air. You're in the Midwest. Spins around, starts blowing up cars, starts blowing up houses, throwing cars, throwing trees. Air that is in Dubai, the same calm air in the desert, literally could shift its energy and become a tornado. So why not you? And that's why I started off with this hysterical strength, that you don't realize the power you have inside you. If you put yourself in that savage mentality, not in a fear-based mentality, not in an adversity mentality, but not that mindset, the success mindset, zero seeds of doubt, you can literally change. And how you do that is, how do you go from where you are now to being wealthy? How do you go from where you are now to being wealthy? Okay. It's not how smart you are. It's not how hard you work. Guys, girls, I'm dumb. I'm not going to be on. I'm effing dumb. All right. Call it what it is. I'm dumb. I didn't go to college. I have no formal education. I got out of school when I was in 7th grade. I couldn't deal with anyone. I'd rather deal drugs, hang out with the gangsters, right? As a kid, I was doing that throughout my adult life. So I didn't have formal education. What I had was an ability to tap into a frequency that I wanted. Whoa. Well, you're saying that if you tap into the frequency that you want, you can get anything you want. Let's think about this. Channel 44 on XM. I saw China Beckley. Hey, China, I see you online. Channel 44 plays hip hop on XM, I guess. I don't know. That's what I used to listen to. And if I was to change my radio station to 44, I am now in that same frequency as the satellite radio from 100,000 miles away. The 100,000 miles away is a satellite floating around the world. And they got lots of satellites, right? But let's just say the nearest satellite's 50, 100,000 miles away. We don't know. But instantaneously, when I put on 44, the music is instantaneously there. If I change it to 45, maybe soul music, it's instantly there. There's no delay. So a frequency, a thought energy, your thought energy can go 200,000 miles a second. Yet you're so caught up with being local, you're not thinking universal. You're so caught up with your own mishmash of thoughts of your issues and your doubts and your problems, and you want to listen to stupid music, Keep listening to the stupid music. I'm sorry, you'll stay broke. For me, I'd rather listen to Jim Rome. I'd rather listen to Bob Proctor. I'd rather listen to Les Browns. I'd rather listen to those who make sense to me and help calibrate my brain and put me in that state of mind that I could tap into frequencies. If you want to listen to hip hop or soul or rock and roll or country, go ahead. If you want to waste all your available time doing that, you will stay broke. Period. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Look, my time's too expensive to sit here and be nice to you. My time's way too expensive. Think about paying me $1 million a day for my time. So that means right now it's very costly for me to sit here. So I'm not going to come and give you some BS or kind of sugarcoat it. You got to get out of that. Stop all that garbage. Start listening to the right stuff. That's why Lawrence said every morning, I listen to this stuff every morning. I do also. The fortunate thing about me is I called Les Brown last week. We had a good conversation. Then I called Bob Proctor. We had a great conversation. These guys are on my phone, you see. I want you to get to that point. So I brought them to the table. Les is doing something else on the corporate side right now, but Bob's part of our mastermind series with me and Alex and everybody else, but it all starts here. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be tough. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to work just hard. Yes, we all have to work hard, but if you just work hard, you're going to be an employee. Yeah. People that work hard all day are employees. People that work smart and hard, you know what they are? Higher paid employees. That's it. I got guys that work for me that are in support. I got guys that work for me that take care of my lawn on all my different properties. But I got guys that are in our company, and I am Mastery Academy, that are executives in our company. They're higher paid employees. They're thought to be smart and work hard. Where you differ is now you're understanding you got to work hard. You have to work smart, right? You can't be just stupid. You have, and lazy. There is some effort, but there's a reward. So if you work hard, smart, and tap into the right frequency, like I was just talking about, and instantly change, like water goes to ice, like water turns into that plate of steel, like air turns into the tornado. Like when you change the music station from 44 to 45, there's no delay in the music coming from 100,000 miles away. Because your thought you put out can go twice as far as that satellite dish in a second. So that means that when I put it out there, and I wanted Lawrence Young in our business back then, doesn't mean it was happening right away. If you ask for something, it may not show up, right? If you think of peanuts, an elephant's not going to sit in your room. It's going to take time. There's that law of time. I'm going to show you how to get there. I'm just kind of butting you up a little bit, sauteing you before I slice you, okay? But I put that energy out. I consistently stayed in contact with Lawrence, that energy. Now, he didn't come in directly to me. He came in through somebody else in the company who he related to better. But you know what? Regardless, he still came in because that other person was part of my network. So my mind always had Lawrence on it, went through that person, went to Lawrence, and Lawrence was attracted into the company. He's been here since. So if I can attract a guy like Lawrence, imagine what you could do now that the whole platform is built. I didn't have a platform. I had me. I was teaching. Right. Now you have hundreds of educators, thousands of hours of videos, the best support in the planet, education in 9 different languages. Imagine what you could do with that same power, that if you want somebody in your business, you put that energy out there and you get on the frequency. Jim Rohn said, to attract, you have to become attractive. Now, you don't have to be beautiful like Tamara. You can be as ugly as Lysop like me. But the fact is, I'm attractive in my energy, is what he was saying, not in your looks. Nobody cares how big or small you are. Nobody cares if you got a club foot. Nobody cares if you got one eye. What they care about is your energy. They attract your energy first. Lawrence and I connected on an energy level first. We became friends.
Mhm.
Then the relationship started. So if you think about this, if you're able to attract and change your energy and go on the frequency of what you want to attract to become attractive, to attract, you got to become attractive. Well, you have to think like a multimillionaire. You can't be thinking like a broke person. Oh, I don't have money to pay my bills. I'm in the struggle. Well, stay there. I really don't care. Nobody cares if you want to stay in the struggle. Nobody cares if you want to stay broke. Nobody cares except you. I don't even want to hear it. Lawrence, do you want to hear it?
What? No.
Right? Do you want to hear somebody tells you I'm broke, I got no money? Right? Nobody wants to hear that.
I get so tired of those
Right?
calls.
The savages, when they took over the Roman Empire, when the savages took over the Roman Empire, they didn't say, well, we don't got the right tools. We don't have the big horses. We're not the blah, blah, blah. They went in, full bore attack, nothing to lose, pure attack, and they succeeded. They took down the Roman Empire. They became the kings and queens of the world. And guess what? We're all like descendants of them.
Yeah, entrepreneurship.
So,
if somebody's got to motivate you every single day, then entrepreneurship
exactly.
is not for you.
Exactly. You literally cannot have a broke mindset. You have to change that. And it's easy to do. I'm leading up to it. It's easy to change the broke mindset to an abundance mindset, to a wealthy mindset, but you have to work on it. So to attract wealthy people, you got to become attractive. They have to look at you as though you are wealthy. They have to look at you as though you are a success of what you put out of your mouth. Look at me. Look at me. This is why I walk around in Vegas, New York. I really don't care. It's not what I look like. It's what I say. All right.
Yeah, but you can't sell the dream. You can't sell the dream looking like a nightmare either, though.
Well, I was just going to get to that. I was just going to get to that. You know, listen, you do have to look good. I mean, call it what it is. You have to have somewhat of, you could be ugly, but you got to look half decent. You can't look like a bum. All right. And you can't look like you're going to scare somebody when they see you, like they think, I'm not sure if this guy's going to hit me or not. Right. You got to have common sense there. But what I'm saying is nobody really cares what you look like. I have a hat, big deal. You know, I'm shaven. No, it's my energy. Nobody, when I meet people, they don't know I'm a billionaire. They have no clue. They have no clue. They just see a regular guy, but there's something different about me. It's what I say to them, what I ask them. It's my mind, what I'm putting out to them. I'm going to teach you some stuff today, guys and girls. We haven't got there yet. I've been marinating you. It's what comes out of my mind into their mind. It what comes out of my hand when I shake their hand that connects to their body. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. Number one, your thought power. Your thought power. You can light up a whole city with your energy, but your thought power goes 200,000 miles a second. Okay? Your energy that you have inside your body is undeniable. So let me show you something real quick. Okay, take your hands about this far apart and just start doing this. I want to show you something. Okay, so first we're gonna press in the thumb, press in the thumb, press in the thumb. Warm them up, warm them up. Come on, everybody, I'm watching you. You think I'm not looking at you? Right? Warm them up, warm them up. Okay. So now, inch apart. You start doing this. All right? It takes a little time, but at some point, if you open up your hand a little bit, start doing this, you're going to feel like there's something there. You just can't see it. It's like a ball of energy. You can feel it pulsating in your hands, in your palms. If it's happened to you, say yes. If you feel it, say yes.
Yes.
Okay. If you feel it, type yes. So if you continue to do that, that's called a ball of energy. Okay, it's a ball of energy. So I just manipulated the energy in my body to create matter, M-A-T-T-E-R, to create a ball. I created a ball of energy, a perfectly round spherish ball out of nowhere. My mind said, create the ball. You created that ball with your mind just now, believe it or not. You believed that ball was there before it occurred. You had faith to see what isn't there. So that right there, that energy is proven that you have an ability to take energy and throw it. So if I take that energy and I throw it to you, I'm impacting all of you. The same as if you right now were to give everybody that energy on the call, you'd explode the energy on this call by thousands of factors. So everybody, just give that mindset, give everybody the energy on this call, positive energy. Give it to me, give it to you. You follow? So knowing that you can make an energy ball, knowing that you can put a thought out and change something, I can put a thought, and we all know if you think of something and you think of somebody and they call you, or you're talking to somebody and they said, you know, I was just thinking that. You're talking about rice-a-roni or something. They're like, man, I was just thinking about that. Back in the old days, eating rice-a-roni, you know? So your thoughts can literally directly affect somebody else. If you're with somebody and all of a sudden you're thinking orange tomatoes, and you're like, orange tomatoes, and the person's like, that's so funny. I was just thinking about oranges. I was thinking about tomatoes. You'd be surprised how connected you are to one another, and you're there and you don't talk. Verbalize things, verbalize it. So what you want to do is put yourself in a state of assumption that whatever you want, you have. So if I'm you, I'm saying to myself, I attract wealthy people. I attract highly successful, motivated people. I am a success. So you start saying that. And by saying this and these affirmations that you are a success, I do attract successful people. I am a multimillionaire. I earn fortunes. I am the best network marketer. I am the best trader. You put yourself in this frequency that you attract people that are looking for somebody to lead them in a better direction. Now, would it come directly to you? Well, in Lawrence's case, we knew each other. It actually went through somebody back to Lawrence and attracted him back in. Hold on a second.
Mhm.
Water. So if you put yourself in a state of assumption, and that state of assumption means you have the whole energy about what you want. I'm a chairman 100, right? You don't have to believe it just yet. You just have to know that you're going to get there. You don't have to, I'm sorry, you have to believe you're going to get there, but you don't have to know how. You do not have to know how you're going to get someplace. You just know it's going to happen. In the Bible, the farmer, he said, I know if I plant the seed, it'll grow. And if I water it, I don't know how. So what it's basically saying, you know what, if you do one thing, something else is going to happen. But between there, you don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how I got here on my trip on an airplane. I don't know how they got me. I just knew if I got on an airplane, I would get there. And that's it. I didn't have to worry about how. I just knew that if I did X, Y, 1, 2, 3 will happen. So when you put yourself in that assumption mode, you have to change a complete energy. Think of when you're watching TV, okay? And there's a part of a movie that gets a little dramatic, and you actually start to tear up. You, as a man or woman, start to tear up watching this movie. You're feeling bad about the dog, I remember that movie with the dog. It was this couple, they found a dog, and over the years, different lives, and he died. And it's like you're emotional about the dog. I forgot the dog's name, But any kind of movie you watch, it puts you in that sad state of mind for that moment to catch your emotions. No, it wasn't old Yeller. I'm not that old, Chrissy Pips. Yeah, yeah. So
Hey, Chris, it's funny you mentioned that, man. I was watching the Notebook the other day, and I'd have seen the movie a million times. Every time I watch it, man, I'm like, oh God.
yeah, but if you think about it, the writers of the movie, the producers wanted to put you in that state of assumption that you're there, you're part of that. Think about it. They put you in that state of assumption that you're part of that movie. That's the point. You got to put yourself in that state of energy, that state of assumption, that state of emotion that you're part of your own movie. And believe you are a Chairman 100. You walk differently. You think differently. You act differently. You speak differently. Everybody here speaks differently. All right. But the fact is, when I say differently, a higher level, I'm not the guy to teach you. I'm not the guy to speak at a higher level. I just do. I don't know where it came from. I'll tell you what, in 2001, 2002, I got the opportunity to speak at an event in 2001 after September 11th. It was in Chicago. There was like 2,000 people that showed up. And I spoke at this event. A lot of people didn't fly. And I showed up and I put together a program. It was this thick. It was like 75 pages. And they gave it out to the attendees before. And all the other speakers gave out like these 10-page, and that was it. Mine had charts and designs and this and that, because I was nervous. I never spoke before. But because speakers didn't go, they decided to grab somebody who wasn't a speaker, because I kept asking, let me speak at an event. I thought it'd be cool. And I was like, Chris Terry, next week you're going to speak at an event in Chicago. Not realizing the real people who were supposed to speak didn't speak. And I got my shot. I was Rocky Balboa, you know? I was coming after Apollo Creed. So I put a pamphlet together this thick. They handed it out to everybody. I walk into the event at night registration. You got pallets of boxes, which were mine. They got this little box of everybody else. The next morning, everybody from all the other events that were going at the same time, including the speakers, came to my room. They were packed on the floors, on the walls. They were sitting on top of each other on the stage with me. And that's why I got noticed in the industry. From that point on, I started speaking at the major events. And then 2 people were there at that event who were writers for Active Trader magazine and Stocks and Commodities magazine. And they said, can you write an article? And I'm saying to myself, I can't write. I don't know what I'd write about. And I wrote 2 different articles. I sent them and they both got published, and both of them ended up in books. I didn't know how. I just knew that I wanted to do something. And it led to notoriety. It led to me doing bigger things in the industry. But I put myself in that assumption that I'm going to get it done. I wasn't questioning, can I get it done? I was just going to get it done. I was going to write 2 articles. I don't know how to write. I don't. I'm the worst. Trust Christopher. I didn't have a high education. I had low education. I had street education. So you put yourself in that emotion of whatever you want, that you're going to be part of that. If I want to be a Chairman 100, I have to put myself in a state of emotion as a Chairman 100. I have to do the work of a Chairman 100. A Chairman 100 is growing every. So you know what? Even if you got 10 people on your team, do a webinar every night, even if nobody's there. Get your own Zoom, pay for it. Be an entrepreneur. I know people say they're entrepreneurs, but they don't want to pay $10 for Zoom or $100. That's because you can't spell the word entrepreneur. You just say it. Okay? So be an entrepreneur that you claim you are. Be a success that you claim you are. Get yourself a Zoom platform or whatever it is there. And every night do a webinar. Maybe do twice a day until you become the best. Even if there's nobody there, because when I started this company, I was the only one on the call. Every night I was doing opportunity meetings. There was nobody there. I was teaching in the mornings. I was teaching. There was like 15 people online with me. I didn't tell my partner that I I didn't tell, I just told everybody I was getting out of the industry or my other business. I was educating. And I wasn't going to ruin my partner's business. I loved her. She's the best. I was not going to go after her. I wasn't going to cross recruit. I'm my own man. So it was me and a few people, a few of my friends, and there was nobody in the network marketing side. And I would do opportunity meetings after opportunity meetings. I'd stand in my living room and I talked to the empty seats. And you're worried about, you're worried about getting people? No, you got to act as though you are what you want. You got to put yourself in that state of emotion, that state of assumption, and then you are tapped into the frequency that you want to attract. So if you want to attract rap music, you got to change the channel to channel 44 and get the rap music. So if I want to attract successful, highly motivated people, I gotta put myself in assumption and a frequency to attract them. I have to keep saying to myself, I'm a success, I'm a winner, I'll do whatever it takes, pay the price. I have to continuously roll this in my head. That's why I named the company I Am. I am. There's healthy, wealthy, wise, right? It's from the Bible. I am is God. I am. Hello? Okay? So you got to put yourself in that state of assumption and you put that energy out. I attract. So every time you do that, your thought is going out 200,000 miles a second in a complete circle around you all over the world. And at some point, somebody's going to hear you. But if you say it once, it's not going to happen. You have to continuously say it. You have to continuously say it to the point where you are saying it, whether you're thinking about it or not. Just like you're breathing. It's ongoing and repetition. What you speak about, you hear. What you hear goes in your mind, goes back out through your mouth, goes back in through your ears. And the more you say it, the more you hear it, and it's going to become natural that you walk around saying, I'm a success, I'm a winner, I'm a millionaire, I'm this, I'm that, I can do anything. There's a reason I made 100 megs this past 18 months in trading. And the reason is you're losing. It's not because I'm better, because I put my mind, okay? Period. I said to be the best, I got to be the best trader in the whole company. Because if I elevate everybody. The more I elevate, the more you elevate. If I stay stagnant, you stay stagnant. Some stuff we're doing behind the scenes, so you understand what I'm doing for the people in the company. Okay, we have this. What you heard about was the Chairman House at the conference, at the conference in September, in Vegas. In July 4th, I'm unleashing the Chairman House. It's a 14,000 square foot home in a very expensive area in Las Vegas. It's $7 million home. I paid $3 million for it. I'm putting $2 million into it. And what is it for? For you. For when you qualify for promotions, when you qualify for things, you get to spend several days, maybe a week, I don't know yet, at the Chairman House, maybe a couple days, we'll figure it out. But it's for you, it's not for me to live in. I don't care about it. I'm putting it out there now that my people are gonna have the best time. I'd walk through the house all the time saying, man, in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I could order some French toast because there's a chef working here. Or if I want to go to the strip and gamble, security could take me. Or if I mess up my room, the cleaning lady's gonna clean. Or maybe just want to go out to the pool at 2 a.m., you see. Or maybe I want to go down into the lounge area and hang out. Or maybe into the education room and do some trading. That's our Chairman House that we have, okay? I have another one down, yacht, a 100-foot yacht I just purchased. It's a multi-million-dollar yacht in Miami, on the bay down there. A 100-foot yacht, a multi-million-dollar yacht. Do I need 100? Do I need it? I don't need it. But I can put promotions out that if you hit a certain promotion, I could put 10 of you guys or girls on a yacht, enjoy a day out. It's for you. This is what I put years ago in my mind that I wanted to have. Now it's happening. Jet planes, all this stuff, the stuff I got behind me, it's stupid ridiculous for you. Because that's what I put out and that's what I attracted. Okay? Let me tell you something about the markets. You can't see the market patterns because you're so caught up in your own mind. If you change your energy, believe it or not, you ask to see the patterns. And you are the greatest trader of all time, like Ali was the greatest fighter of all time. If you talk about it that way, you will see patterns show up that you never saw before. Network marketers, very important. Like I was saying before, when I speak, so if I'm speaking to Lawrence, what I'm talking, like I'm looking at Lawrence on the screen right now. Me and Lawrence are looking at each other. I have like 4 people. I have Wayne and Ganesh, so and Lawrence. Hey Wayne, so hey Dinesh, peace to you too, brother. So I'm looking at Lawrence, and in my mind, when I talk to Lawrence, he's like, hey man, tell me about this IM Academy. And I'm saying to him at the same time, you like me? In my mind, you like me, you trust me, you want to be around me, you love me, you trust me, you want to do business with me. You see what I'm doing? I'm sending thought energy to him because it can go 200,000 miles a second. That means it can wrap around the world over and over and over and over and over and over again. So that means if I'm talking to Lawrence on Zoom, I'm sending a thought to him wherever he is, plus through Zoom. And I'm talking to him, telling him, you like me, you want to be around me, you want to partner with me, you trust my leadership, blah, 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 blah. I do this all the time, and nobody can understand why I've closed some of the biggest leaders in the company, because that's what I do every time. They always say, how did you do that? How did you take that person who don't want to know anything about it and just signed up with you? How is it this guy wants to launch? I don't get it. Okay? So if you put yourself in a state of assumption, and also when you're talking to people, you focus on them, and the other thing is if you meet them, you shake their hand. And when you shake their hand, as you're shaking their hand, that human-to-human contact, you're giving them psychic attack. Hey, Andre Campbell, I see you on. So you're shaking their hand and you tell them you like me, you want to be around me, you want to partner with me, blah, 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 blah. You give that attack, that psychic attack. And look, you don't have to believe me. You don't. You don't have to have $200 million in real estate. You don't have to have a $50 million jet plane. You don't have to have Bugattis and 20 million in cars and hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. You don't have to have that. You can have whatever you want right now and keep it. If you want to have what the billionaire lifestyle has, and I'm telling you, you can get there. I'm not saying you can get there without me getting there. I got there. Now I'm taking you with me. You understand, savages? You understand, savages? How do I win? I psychologically win. When I deal with somebody, I psychologically win. They don't have a choice. They don't have a chance. They have no choice but to like me. I got a leader, a biggest leader in the industry, one of the biggest leaders in the industry, who didn't want to hear nothing. I told him, I'm coming into Cali to pick you up on Saturday. And I'm bringing you to Vegas to spend 2 days with me. At first, he told me, go F myself. So he ends up calling me yesterday. So he goes, are you serious about that? I said, yeah. I said, come to Vegas with me. I'm picking you up on Saturday, taking you to Vegas, hang out with me. I'll show you the Bugattis, multiple Lambos, Ferraris, this, that. He's a car guy. So what did I do? I tapped into his energy. And when I was talking to him, I was feeding him seeds to grow. He grew apple trees and called me up. He's like all excited. He's all caught up on the Chris Terry juice. That's how you win. You don't have to work hard and smart. Hard, smart, and get on the right frequency. You see what I'm saying? You can have anything you want. Anything you want, you just have to ask for it. It's effortless. It's effortless. I can't even make this stuff up. So this whole panda stuff started, right? I did an event, and Jason Brown said to me before I started, so you can look like a panda, right? Like I am now. Next thing you know, I get on a call. Yeah, the Chris Terry juice. I get on a call, and I tell everybody, it's 5,000 people. I'm the panda. I look like a panda. Jason Brown says I'm a panda. Next thing you know, everybody's putting panda emojis. Very soon after that, I said to myself, I'm going to attract a Bugatti that's black and white like the panda. Within 24 hours, my car guy called me up. He found one with 100 miles on it. It's one of 500. It's a $3.5 million car. Black and white, literally looks like a panda. And then the guy said to me, what you really want is a Pagani.
Yes.
I'm like, what's that? And you're welcome to come to Las Vegas, Lawrence, everybody. And in 24 hours, he found one that's black and white, looks like a freaking panda. Then I bought a Koenigsegg, and then I bought a Lamborghini, and they all have that panda look. And I want the red interiors. Just because I focused on it. I focused on it. I put the energy out, and I didn't worry about it, and it happened. You can have anything. I want ice cream. It'll come. I'm not bragging. I don't need to brag. I'm teaching you how to become wealthy. I can't talk to you about being wealthy without actually shining a little bit and show you some of the things that you can have. Okay? Zero brag. I'm not like that. That's not who I am. You'll never see me bragging. You'll see any pictures of me anywhere. I don't even drive them. Okay? They're for investments. The point is, I'm teaching you personally how to take it from where you are now to get where I've gone. I figured it out. I figured out the code. The code is working hard, working smart. Those are employees. Adding frequency to it and attracting what you want. Now you're an independent business person. You can attract any man or woman you want, whether you're a guy, girl, guys like guys, girls like girls, or guys or girls. It doesn't matter. You can have whatever you want. You can attract whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, back in 2012, my dog had died in 2011. I was sad for a year. I was like, even right now, it pulls up with emotions. You just see my energy crack, right? But I put it out there that I'm going to find a female, because my male died. I'm going to find a female to carry on his legacy. And I went on Craigslist, honest to God truth, on August 27th, 2012. And there was a picture of a female golden retriever. And it says, it's her birthday today, but unfortunately I have to give her away. It got posted 5 minutes before. I called the number and told the girl, I said, I'm sending my driver. My driver went, picked her up, brought her home with the girl. They came and we spent time, we talked, and she handed the dog to me. I still have her. She's 9 years old. It was Ronnie, my golden retriever. I just put it out there. And someone told me, go check Craigslist. I checked Craigslist and someone said, call that number. And she said she's 1 year old today. And I got evicted. And I was like, well, the good thing is I'm rich and I can help you. So I paid her a salary for like 2 years to take care of the dog until she put herself through college and she got a job. You just never know.
That's a blessing, man.
You know, we're in a money business. I'm talking about money with you guys. If you get offended me talking about money, then you're right. And it's not for you. Success is not for you. You got to have it always in your energy, in your mind. You become the magnet. You also become that broadcasting station, like the radio station, like the satellite. You put that energy out. The satellite puts out rap music. You tune into it. You connect it. You put out success thoughts and success attractions, and you will attract those that are seeking what you have. It's so simple. So simple. You become the best trader. You become the best educator to your team. You become the best leader. Don't rely on your upline for success. Do what you gotta do. If you use it, well, my upline don't support me. Stay broke. Stay broke. I really don't care. Listen, I'm looking to find 1 million people. There's hundreds of millions of people. There's billions of people. All I need is 1 million. Either you're with me or you're not with me. If you're with me, get savage and stop talking about, well, get savage. Like the barbarians took over the Roman Empire, they didn't care. All right? Like that movie, 300. There was tens of thousands of soldiers that were coming to attack, and it was 300 that beat the 10,000. Why not you? You have the best thing that's ever existed. There's nothing better than what we have. No product company is better than us. There's no other network marketing that company has a better compensation plan. There's no other education company. There isn't any other education company, quite honestly. They're all garbage, right? They're all fakes and frauds. We got the realest thing from the realest people with the best leaders, period. Say I'm a savage. Capital letters.
You know, one of the things you talked about, Chris, in the just the way you put that energy out there. Never forgetting at the beginning when we started, like Tamara and I, we were both like out of networking for a few years, right? And you know, I was just looking for, you know, that doorway, like just send me something. I need to get my time back. And the call came through. So when I came over here, I didn't have any team or anything like that, but I put that frequency out there, and me and Tamara were like, look, we're just gonna just think like we're gonna be at the top of the company. We don't know how we're gonna do it. You know, we got to put in the work. But then next thing you know, this person signed up, this person signed up. Then I'm on the phone, me and Tamara on the phone with Jewel, and she's got 3 leaders on the phone, including Dr. China. And I didn't know they were listening. And then now look what happened. So, you know, it's like, you know, the multitude of leaders that came through, but it's that frequency you put out, and what you put out comes back. And
exactly.
And I remember Tamara was like, you know, when we started to build, she was like, we need to have more women. We need to have more women on the stage and more women trainers, because at the time it was like male dominant. And now to see all the women coming through, you know, just dominating the stage, man, it's just something great to see.
Oh, absolutely. I know there was a big event about 2 weeks ago in Dallas.
Yeah,
I think there was an all women event. Yeah. You know, in the Bible, it says, receive, 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 ask, and you shall receive, give, and you shall receive. Okay. Send the energy out, and you shall receive the energy. Okay. You put it out, and you shall receive. That's the mindset you have to have. You work hard, you work smart, you get yourself on the right frequency. You talk about attracting, you put yourself in that assumption that you have it already. You get emotional, like I said about the movie, it puts you in that state of emotion. You put yourself in an emotional state that it's yours. And that's it. I promise you, your life will change. Nothing else, your life will change. Hey, Lawrence, I'm sorry for the elongated answer to the question an hour and a half ago.
Oh, no, hey, listen, man, anytime we get you on here, man, you're dropping dimes and we're receiving it, man. And you know, anytime we can listen to somebody in your caliber and a visionary, I'm sure everybody's getting that frequency right now. So, hey, man, I definitely appreciate you. I know you got other things to do. And man, we definitely love you, man, for everything you and Isis do. Tamara and I are always grateful and thankful for the friendship, the mentorship, and just the opportunity, man, because without you and this opportunity, you know, I would probably be doing what I was doing before. And this is giving me a little bit of more freedom in my life to live it like I want. So I definitely thank you for that. And it was only just the beginning, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want you guys to practice asking. Don't worry about chairman 100 and a billion and the millions. Let's start with something simple. Like just ask for something. Ask the universe for something and see what it starts to bring back. Just ask for the simple things and see what it brings back. Let's ask for maybe peace in your relationship. Let's ask for a better relationship with your kids, a better relationship with your parents or your friends. Let's just ask and put that energy. Start practicing that. You don't have to start off, I'm a millionaire, you know, I'm attracting a billion, I'm achieving it. Yes, we want to do that. But truly just ask for certain things. It could be a cup of water. But when you start to ask, you'll start to see how things show up in your life. And it's interesting how sometimes it's not directly, it comes through somebody else. All right. You have everything you need. I promise you, Lawrence, invite me back in like say next 90 days and let's do something else. We'll do something again. And I want you guys to look, I need to see Lawrence at 250. I need to see Lawrence at 500. We need to see the Jules and she's our chairman at 100. I need to see her at 250 and 500. You know, this is Lawrence's team here. This is people. This is his family. Just tell me what it is, man. I love you guys. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm part of your family. When things clear up a little bit, we're going to be all together again. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Love you guys.
Drop some sevens in the chat for Christopher Terry, guys. Let's go. Drop some sevens.
Love you.
Oh, wait. Let's unmute everybody. This is what I want you all to do. Over and over. Oh, I am a savage.
Oh,
I am a savage.
Thank you, Chris. We love you, brother. We love you, brother. Give my best to Isis. This is Tamara Young. I love you, brother. Great job.
You gotta unmute yourself, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you, Tamara. All right, everybody. Have a great day.
Appreciate you, bro.
Bye.
Man, oh man, guys. You guys get some good info on this call today. Dr. Jewel, come off mute, Dr. Jewel.
Oh my gosh, that was so
Man,
good.
listen here. I don't know if you guys caught that, but you hear that man talk about 100 mil and also the skill? And listen, guys, if you're not a car person, let me tell you this: the Bugatti and the Pagani, that's $5 million in cars. Just those two. Oh, man, I'm trying to tell you, we got a heavy hitter type of CEO, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's unbelievable.
The heart is huge. How he ended though. China, did you hear that?
Girl,
I mean,
it's
He
just
put that
it-
50,000 down.
it's like it's
yeah.
always a lot to take in just because it's just constantly flowing. Like you just really got to stop and pause. And I just pray that everybody receives. We're just in an anointed time and you just feel it flowing down. And it's just amazing. I heard a lot. I always hear the unspoken word. I hear the quick little things we texted behind the scenes. Like it's just, we just getting started. I love you guys. And it's amazing. I'm excited to be here.
Love
Man,
you guys too.
man.
Love you, China.
Yeah, we got to
Love you, Sam.
We'll do
Hey,
a call. We'll do a call and kind of put together some type of a contest type of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lawrence, we love you too. Thank you so much for this.
absolutely.
Hey, listen, guys. This
Amazing.
what all of us went through in the beginning, and where we are right now is like seeing all the success that you guys are having. Is I'm so proud of you guys. The whole team just for staying around. You guys realize that in leadership, endurance is your best trait you can have is endurance. And it's like Dr. Jewel, China, myself, Tamara, a lot of the leaders. We've been here and we had the endurance. So you hear me say, it's cool to hit a rank real quick, but be here 3, 4, 5 years down the road. That's the thing when you weather
That's it.
storms, you know, that's the key to it all, because you can have a little bit of talent and still hit the top, you know, just with effort. But it takes a person would have that endurance in their heart and what they see to just finish the race, man. Trust me. That's why you see people, you know, leave and come back and then they, you know, straddling the fence. And I tell people straddling the fence can be very, very painful. You guys will get that at like 3 in the morning. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We appreciate you guys. And these locker room calls, man, we've been getting a lot of dope feedback from everybody. So hope you guys get some good info.
Yeah, thank you, Lawrence. We really appreciate it. This is really good. Really.
Yeah, man. Well, next
Yeah,
Tuesday.
it's amazing. Thank you so much. I love it. I mean, it's perfect for you, locker room, the coach, you know, and your story is amazing. Tam's story is amazing. And I just kind of feel like we were in emphasis, not even in emphasis, like incubator. I kind of almost felt like we came out premature.
Yeah.
Not that we were premature. I just felt like God threw us in the future. And I believe that everybody that's in position right now that's really doing the work necessary is going to reap the harvest in a way that they can't even imagine. And so I think the biggest thing is really having a mental toughness. Everything that Chris talked about with being savage was not about focusing on whatever you feel like you're going through in this moment, but really dominating in your own mind and from a psychological perspective that you already won. Like nobody could tell you differently. And so it's just beautiful.
A lot of guys don't know this, but back in the day when we first started, and just had this conversation in the late night calls we would have with three ways, with me and Tamara 2, 3 in the morning, got you on the phone, Jewel on the phone, and to see like all that come, all those seeds we planted back then, and to see just the manifestation of it, and to see how you've grown, Dr. China, Dr. Jewel, to see you where you are as a top paid woman in the company. I mean, it's a blessing, but it, you know, hey, listen, you got the big dreams and all that. Well, without the hard work and dedication behind it, guys, success does not happen through osmosis.
No, baby. Listen, Jewel, China, since you're on the screen, my loves, my darlings, he's saying, get on, get on. We see you. It didn't just happen through osmosis. These women, they were on at 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning saying, hey, chairwoman, I got another three-way. Hey, chairwoman, I got another three-way. They put in the work. They put in the work. I was on stage forever screaming to the audience. I was tired of being the only chairwoman up there saying, we need more women. I need more chairwomen. Look who God sent. So they put in the work. So if you're not calling your leaders and saying, hey, I got another prospect. Hey, I got somebody else I want you to talk to. And if you don't know that they're going to be attracted to you, you've lost already. So China, Jewel, and all of the other chairwomen and chairmen on the line, thank you. Thank you for putting in the work. Hey, China, we didn't get in too early. We set the standard. We set the stage. You allowed other people to walk in your footsteps. You served as a blessing. You were right where you were supposed to be, whether you get credit for it or not, my darling. Now, let's just pump up the Falcon, step on the gas, right? Pretend it's our Pagani.
These calls right here, baby. God is so faithful. We right on time, Tam. I love you, my sister. I love you.
I love you too. I love you too. And I just love the way it sounds when Chris says, and Jewel, the #1 paid chairman in the company. What?
Yes.
You all, if you're not leveraging that power, if you're not edifying these sisters, if you're not lifting them up and telling their stories, Chrissy Pips, I see you, baby. I love the way you tell the stories, and so many others. We appreciate you all. Renee Noor, keep winning and come together, women. Let's start doing more together. We're so much stronger. We're so much sexier. Oh,
girl.
Yeah. That's good. That's so real. And we really do love you and appreciate you because you have just been supportive day one. I mean, you and Lawrence, really, seriously. So thank you guys, because you don't get here without teamwork, right?
No.
Amen. Amen. Absolutely.
Yeah, Sam,
absolutely.
you definitely, brought us back for a moment to the beginning because we were blowing you guys up. And I think that's the biggest piece, right? So many people come in and they say, well, I don't want to bother you. I didn't want to call you. That's not the mentality of a person that really wants to win. When you just paid for something, you here to get what you paid for. I'm like, look, I got somebody else, Tam. Right. This is how she is, whatever the case may be, because that's the work that's necessary. And I think getting started is such a beautiful place. So for all of those of you who are really, really new, I just want to say welcome to the family. Congratulations. It's amazing.
You know what, do me a favor, guys, go in the chat. This is actually the 5th year Tamara started in the Rich Girls Trade Movement. And just show some gratitude in the chat. Just say thank you for her way she women. Just go down in the chat and just show some love. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
You can show some affection on social media too. Everybody love.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I'm so proud of her.
Listen, next Tuesday we have another special guest on Locker Room Call. Hope you guys had some good value. We'll get this recording out to everybody. But you know how we do. We got a party hardy. Let's go get it, guys.